I want to give a special thank you to the West Virginia delegation, Senator Manchin and Senator Capito, and Representative Mooney and Representative Miller for being here.
The demonstrators were escorted out by security. America's listening to Fox News.
It's getting close to broadcast time. Caldwell Sports will soon be on the air here on 1580 103.3 WPKY. The broadcast will also be worldwide at WPKYonline.com. Caldwell Sports is coming up. Time to head live to the gym for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew on 1580 103.3 WPKY. The WPKY Caldwell County pregame show is on the air. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Cab as we kick off high school basketball coverage here on WPKY tonight, the first of 41 regular season games that we'll do here on WPKY this season. Tonight, it's the Caldwell County Tigers hosting the Webster County Trojans. We'll kick this one off with the pregame show brought to you by the Athletic Center. That's next on your home for Tiger basketball, 1580 103.3 WPKY, and online at WPKYonline.com.
Pennyroyal Hospice Executive Director Kelly Martin.
Living to the fullest with Pennyroyal Hospice means relief. R is for when that time comes that you face a restriction in the health of your life. E is for the ease of access to get that help that you so desperately need. L is for the life boost that hospice provides both for the patient and for the family. I stands for the individualized plan of care for your loved one. E is for the emergency plan that is developed specifically for you as a hospice patient. The letter F, we fill in the gaps after someone passes with an amazing and extended bereavement program.
Living to the fullest means relief with Pennyroyal Hospice, celebrating 40 years of care for our loved ones.
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
What are we going to do? Doctor, will he be okay?
Unexpected happens. Goodwin Insurance Agency has you covered with auto, home, life, commercial, boat, and RV insurance. That way, when the unexpected happens...
Congratulations! It's a girl!
You're covered.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
Welcome back to the Cab and into the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center, your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. Need game day attire? Just stop in, check out their screen printing and embroidery work. The Athletic Center is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Dennis Stevens here tonight for the call and welcoming someone new into the WPKY broadcast for this season. On the boys' side, it's my buddy Ken Parker. Ken, glad to have you on board this season for Tiger basketball.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for having me. And I'm looking forward to an exciting season of Tiger basketball this year.
It's going to be a fun season covering the guys. On the girls' side, we will have the ladies on Friday night. Former Caldwell County Lady Tiger head coach Melissa Thomas will be the analyst for those games this season. We've got 20 boys games, 21 girls games, so a lot of basketball action. We're covering over 90% of the season tonight, so it's going to be a fun season. We also have John Miller in the truck, as always, then Camden McGregor and Alex Smith learning the ropes a little bit under the tutelage of my buddy John Miller. So it's going to be a fun season here on WPKY as we get set for basketball tonight between the Caldwell County Tigers and the Webster County Trojans. Caldwell County coming off a 6-22 season last year. One of those rare seasons, Ken. We didn't make the region, got eliminated in district play in the tournament over at Hopkins Central. So there's a lot of expectations for this team, though, this year. Last year, an injury-plagued season. I know the Whittington kids didn't get to play a game together until about 22 games into the season. You've got the man in the middle, Jadarius Wilson, that's going to really come in and do a lot of great things. He was a little bit raw last year, but caught on very, very quickly and became a force inside as he led Caldwell County in both scoring and rebounding.
Yes, he's going to be a tough matchup for anybody in this region, Dennis. I mean, he's about 6'5" or 6'6". He's getting a lot more skill with the basketball. I mean, he's able to post up now and make the moves. He wasn't making those last year. And I tell you, watch him in Fredonia. He's got more aggressive. The dunk he had in Fredonia was a great play. I mean, he just took that ball to the rim. And I think as he goes, we go. I mean, hopefully we can keep him healthy. And between him and Carter and Colin and D-Man, I think we have a good core of players that are back. Obviously, that record was a little bit misleading last year because we really never had our starting five in place. I think it was probably late January or February before we had an actual starting five that was competitive on the floor, you know, between Carter being out, Colin being out, and it was just a tough season last year. But toward the end of the year, we started playing a lot better, and really, you know, that Hopkins Central game could have went either way in that district game. So I'm looking forward to this year. I think Chuck's got them running. I think he's got them excited. I think it's an exciting time. We're athletic, we're quick, and I'm excited about this year. And
that's the big change for Caldwell County this season, the new head coach. That is Chuck Mitchell. Many people remember Chuck as the former Lady Tiger head coach. He's coming over to the boys' side this season, and he's one of our favorite guys that we've ever met in this line of work. He's prepared for every opponent, every game, and I think you're right, Ken. I think he's going to have this team doing a lot more full-court pressing. He wants this team to get up and down the floor. We've got the quickness. We've got the size down there with Jadarius, and Jadarius is not a slow player. He's going to be able to get up and down the court as well. So I'm looking for Chuck to really turn up the pressure just a little bit this season.
Yeah, I think he will, Dennis. I mean, if you remember back in the 90s when the Chicago Bulls had those athletic teams, they called it releasing the Dobermans. Mm-hmm. They were full-court press. You know, had Horace Grant and Pippen and those guys out there. And now you're looking, you can do that with this team. You know, you got long, athletic kids that can get out there and put pressure on teams. And it's hard when you have a hard time getting the ball to half court. After you had to work so hard just to get it to half court, now you got to try to score.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a lot harder when you can put pressure on teams. And I tell you, Jadarius, I mean, I think he's probably he could be a college-level player. I mean, if he keeps everything right and academically and I think athletically he's there. I really do.
And the big thing early in the season is probably going to be fouls. You can press somebody unless you start getting into foul trouble. Then you're going to have to go into that bench and maybe not bring as much quickness off of it, and that'll take you more to a half-court team. So we're going to keep an eye on one of the keys tonight, we think, will be how Caldwell County handles their foul situation in this ball game and also hits the boards tonight against a very strong Webster County team. Just about 6.5 minutes before we tip this one off. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have tonight's injury report brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center and take a look at players to watch for Caldwell County and Webster County as we roll on the Athletic Center pregame show.
Craving home-style comfort? Step into Kay's Kitchen and say goodbye to hunger with flavorful home-cooked dishes. Dive into the menu, brimming with hearty, taste bud-tickling delights, or enjoy one of the delectable daily specials. At Kay's, they're dishing up more than just food. They're serving memories in a warm and inviting atmosphere. Take a bite of nostalgia at Kay's Kitchen, where the essence of comfort is folded into every morsel.
Hi, this is Lauren Brandon, and I'm proud to have served in this community for 45 years. As a bank that's been part of the Princeton community for over 139 years, we've seen many changes. As we celebrate First Southern's first 40 years as an organization, we know any achievements we have had are because of the customers we have worked alongside. We look forward to spending the next 40 years and beyond serving you. For more information, visit fsmb.net, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Caldwell Medical Center would like to invite you to attend a weight loss seminar the first Tuesday of every month. They will meet in the Education Room at Caldwell Medical Center at 6 p.m. Please join Dr. Mobley, Caldwell's very own general surgeon that specializes in medical and surgical weight loss. If you can't come in person, join them on Facebook Live. Once again, it's the first Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. at the Caldwell Medical Center. Hope to see you there.
Are you looking for the best deals on equipment? Look no further than H&R AgriPower. With their line of Kinsey products, we have equipment that delivers true performance at a great cost. With the end of the year approaching, stop by and talk to our sales team to find what Kinsey equipment best fits your needs and make sure you're ready for the 2024 planting season. H&R AgriPower, your local Kinsey dealer.
Stop by H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville to set yourself up for greater productivity in 2024 with Kinsey equipment.
Big deal. You can save money and support local when you buy online with our Big Deal store at WPKYonline.com. You'll find deals from merchants such as Adams Breezy Hill Farm and Restaurant, The Joshua Tree, Cozy Living Interiors, B&C Unique Boutique, Our Daily Bread, Willow Pond Catfish Restaurant, and from Node's Barbecue. Click on the Big Deals logo at WPKYonline.com.
Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, cheering on all Tiger athletes.
Welcome back to the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center, your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered from head to toe. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker here for the call tonight between Caldwell County and Webster County. First game of the season for both of these squads. Last season, Caldwell County at 6-22 lost twice to Webster County. But Ken, we've got 4 of the top 5 scorers returning for Caldwell County this season. And everybody right now healthy. We'll take a look real quick before we go into players to watch for Caldwell County of the injury report brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center. Caldwell Medical Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care to get you back out on the court. Our skilled team of providers have the experience and knowledge to treat and diagnose a wide range of orthopedic services. Caldwell Medical Associates is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. It's always good to come into a game and say the injury report is clean.
We were healthy, Dennis, and we love it. It's about time. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we're due for a good start of the season. Last year, injuries to both Colin and Carter Whittington early in the season. We thought we were about to get them back out on the floor. Then one or the other ended up sustaining an injury as well, so it took a while to get those kids back on the court. They are really the quickness that's going to get up and down the court, and they're not a scrappier player in basketball than Carter Whittington.
Well, he is a pick and shovel player. He does the dirty work.
He does.
He's a coal miner out there for us. And I tell you, man, I love watching that kid play. I mean, he what he doesn't have in size, he makes up for in effort, and just there's never a play off for him. It was funny. He was telling me before the game in the Tiger Madness, he goes, Tiger Madness is just not cut out for me. And he's right.
Right.
It's not a showboat time. He's just ready to play, and he's kind of the engine that makes us go.
They're showing just about 1:50 on the clock. I don't know that they're going to start this game earlier. The JV game got over just a little bit quickly tonight as Caldwell County kind of ran into a buzzsaw with the Webster County JV team tonight. About a 20-point game in that one, but hopefully this one a lot closer. Last year, the second time around, I think this was a 8 or 9 point contest here at the Cab. So I look for this one, like we talked about a little bit earlier, if J. Darius stays out of foul trouble early and can stay on the floor, I like the way we can hang with a pretty tough Webster County team.
Yes, sir. What J. Darius needs to realize is, you can get a feel of how the referees are calling these games pretty early on. Some crews are going to call it really tight, and some crews are going to let you play. And you as a player have to realize that, sometimes you can't make those fouls that you might get away with otherwise.
We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll get set for the tip-off of this one. That's coming up next as we get set for the Tigers and the Trojans here at the Cab.
You'll find over 30 years experience to work for you at U-Ride in Princeton. They are hometown proud and ready to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely. You'll find variety and quality vehicles along with on-the-lot financing. And of course, you can always apply online at uridesales.com. Stop by or call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff at U-Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton, 270-365-3018. Hometown proud. Go Tigers!
At Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion, Kentucky, you're treated like family. Because to them, family is everything. Johnson's has the reputation of helping customers with brands you can count on, like GE Appliances. Shop their selection of GE appliances with premium finishes and features that make household chores easier, giving you time to do what matters. Bring home the long-lasting quality of GE appliances today. Trust Johnson's for furniture, bedding, and appliances. Because you're like family, and family is everything.
Fredonia Valley Bank encourages you to support our businesses, patronize our shops, savor the food from our local eateries, procure locally made products, and align with your bank. At Fredonia Valley Bank, the employees' decisions, commitment, and investments stem from the same soil as yours. They're more than just a bank. They are embedded in community life. Pledged to the prosperity of their customers and community, Fredonia Valley Bank is your definitive community bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Experience the magnificence of the American flag. Embrace the resonance of our national anthem. The veterans of foreign wars of the United States respects these symbols deeply, having protected our freedom tirelessly. Join the ranks of Princeton's VFW 5595 and VFW Auxiliary as they salute all who honor our emblem of liberty with the playing of our national anthem by our very own Band of Pride.
We are back at the cab, getting set for the Tigers and the Trojans tonight. Starting lineups being introduced. Time now for the starting lineup for Caldwell County. Out first, number 5, Carter Whittington. He's followed by number 10, Colin Whittington. D-Man Thompson, number 11 in the starting lineup, and Ken will talk about D-Man quite a bit more as the night goes along. Ryan Hammett, number 14, and at center, playing the post tonight, number 24, J. Darius Wilson. The starting 5 for Webster County is number 1, Jarvis Stark Scott, number 2, Micah Austin, number 5, Evan Mikulek, number 11, Luke Garrard, and number 15, Malachi Orcutt. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker here for the call tonight, and Ken, settle in, have some fun tonight. Your first time with us. We're looking forward to this. And just think, one down, only 19 more to go regular season.
It's game time, baby.
Pretty good size advantage at midcourt for Jadarius Wilson.
Yeah, my bet is we're going to win this tip, Dennis.
I think the over and under goes to us on that one. I would say so. Deep bench for Caldwell County this season. Tip is up, and we just lost $1.
I'm glad we're not in Vegas right now.
Ball controlled by Webster County. They will be going from right to left here to open up the first quarter. Man-to-man defense by Caldwell County. Webster works it around top of the key. Back into the hands of Garrard. Garrard guarded closely by Hammett. Garrard gets a step, tries to pull up at the free throw line, slips. They'll work it around. Shot on the way by Orcutt, no good. Rebound comes down to Hammett. Good job by Caldwell County, just giving Webster the one shot. It's a drive by Whittington, misses the shot. Rebound, Wilson. Wilson has it roll off the side of the rim and off, and it's Webster County back the other way quickly. Starks, jumper no good from the baseline. Rebound comes down into the hands of Carter Whittington. He'll get it over to D-Man Thompson. They'll work the left side. A three on the way, in and out by Colin Whittington. Rebound tipped all the way back out to Whittington. Cross-court pass to his brother Carter. Carter off the glass and good. And the foul. Ken, first couple of possessions by Caldwell County. I love the ball movement right out of the gate.
They're up and down the floor, Dennis. They're running hard, and it's hard to keep up with this game right now.
It is a fast pace, and we expected that with Coach Mitchell on the sideline. He likes that up and down style. Free throw is no good by Carter Whittington, 2-0. Just a minute into the game here. Webster County at half court. That is number 11, Garrard, at the point. Caldwell County staying man-to-man defensively. Drive by Mikulek off the glass and in. Tied at 2. Webster County is going to come with a little full court pressure and a little bit too aggressive by Micah Austin. Commits the foul and really gave a bump to Colin Whittington, who's holding his side. Whittington got the pass, turned right in to Austin. Still favoring that right side. Caldwell County with the weave out front. Hammett pulls up the dribble, guarded closely, gets it over to Whittington. Whittington drives that left side, throws one up, and he's going to get called for steps. The lane to the basket got cut off, and Whittington with nowhere to go.
For Webster County, Mikulek was their leading three-point shooter last year. He's a good player. We have to make sure we keep him off the perimeter.
Hammett to pick up Garrard. Garrard, a senior, an upperclassman dominated lineup for Webster County. 3 on the way. I think they gave him a 2 on that one. That was number 5, Evan Mikulek. Caldwell County gets away with a bad pass, tracked down by Jadarius Wilson. Wilson wants to drive, runner in the lane, no good. Mikulek with the rebound for the Trojans. Quickly back up the court, and a bullet pass underneath, too much to handle for Orcutt. That one sails into the cheerleaders. Turnover, Webster County. 5:44 left in the first quarter. Trojans lead this one 4-2. Webster County pulls off the full court pressure. It's Carter Whittington on the left side. Drives the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound, strong block out by Webster County. And it is Stark Scott coming down with the board for the Trojans. Steal out front by Whittington. Whittington goes in, off the glass, no good. Had a bad angle on that one. It's Trojans with the rebound, back up the court. And a foul on the floor. We'll see if that one's on Hammett or Thompson.
I think it was Hammett.
It is on number 14, a blocking foul underneath on Ryan Hammett.
We just got to finish our shots, Dennis.
Garrard gets it in play out front. They whip it around. 3 on the way, well short. Rebound to Wilson. Orcutt with the miss. Caldwell County quickly back up the court. Dump off in the lane to Jadarius Wilson with a little 3-footer, soft touch, and it drops 4-4 as we're tied as we go under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Corner pass over to Mikulek. Mikulek works it back out. Now it's Stark Scott. Scott looks it over, gets it back out to Garrard. Garrard wanted to drive, cut off nicely by Hammett. He has to work it back around to Austin. Good defense by Caldwell County. It's Mikulek with the shot. Big rebound on the miss by Wilson. Caldwell County quickly back up. Colin Whittington tried the wraparound, picked off by Garrard. Garrard goes untouched but misses the bunny on the other end. Rebound by Carter Whittington. It's D-Man Thompson taking it all the way to the lane, drops it off to Hammett. Hammett has it partially blocked. Up and down the court quickly, Ken, but nobody really making the easy shots at this point. Underneath it goes to Orcutt. Orcutt puts the head fake on Wilson and comes up with the foul.
Yeah, Dennis, we're moving up and down the floor. We're just not finishing at the basket. You know, Jay Darius needs to keep his feet on that play right there. If he can just keep his feet, hands up, you know, you're probably going to pump fake that kid that shot the free throw. What number is he?
That is number 15, Orcutt.
Yeah, Orcutt's a pretty short kid. I mean, Jay Darius is 6'6". He needs to keep his feet on that play.
Checking in for Caldwell County is Luke Parker, and Hammett comes out of the ballgame. Second free throw is good by Orcutt. On the make, they bring the full court pressure. Trap on Thompson. Thompson gets it away. Now Caldwell County works it up to Parker. Parker with a great pass and a flush on the other end.
Nice play.
That's
nice
how
play.
you beat a press. As J. Darius Wilson finishes it off with the dunk. 6-5. Caldwell County just about 3.5 to play in the first quarter.
Nice pass and a nice finish on that, Dennis.
Webster County at the top of the key. And
Good
steps
help.
called on Austin. That was great defense initially, and like you said, good help by Parker. Austin had nowhere to go with the basketball.
Yeah, I like us in man-to-man, Dennis. We're able to help out. We're fast enough. We should be able to match up most people man-to-man with this team.
And a pass off the mark from one Whittington to the other. Goes out of bounds. Turnover Caldwell County.
They'll probably hear about that from each other before the game's over.
Garrard at the point for the Trojans. This time he's going to be picked up by Parker. Over to Scott. Scott drops it down to Orcutt. Orcutt wanted to drive in. He saw Wilson standing there, decided better. Kicks it back out for a shot by number 11, Garrard. He misses that. And a good rebound by Wilson. Tigers on the other end, working around, ends up at the top of the key to Whittington. Whittington to Parker now at the top of the key. Looks to drive on Garrard, instead kicks it back out. Good head fake by Colin Whittington. And it gets the Farmers Bank shot on the drive in. Colin Whittington with the bucket. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, home of the Tiger debit card, the card that gives back to future athletes of Caldwell County.
Good defense, gentlemen.
Garrard cut off. Steal by Caldwell County, but a pass intercepted on the other end by Scott. Scott quickly back down into the right wing. Webster turns down the three. Back out top of the key. Scott faked the three at the top of the key. Drives it into the lane. Gets it back in the corner. He will fire from the left side. That one off the mark. Nobody blocking out for Caldwell County underneath. And Orcutt had an easy rebound, but missed the shot. Back underneath and out. A lot of inside out by Webster County. Down to Orcutt in the corner. No good. Thompson with a good block out on the long rebound. And it's Caldwell County back the other way with 1:48 to play in the first. The drive and the kick back inside. Short jumper by Wilson off the front of the rim. No good. Down to Garrard. Garrard gets in the lane. Passes to nobody in particular. Fortunately for Webster, gets it back and will direct the traffic, guarded by Luke Parker.
I thought he may have traveled there on that, Dennis. He slid a little bit, but they didn't call it.
Caldwell County
has another travel.
Lets Garrard down the left side of the lane. He wants to dump it underneath, throws it out of bounds.
Dennis, we've got to box out on defense. They've had about 4 offensive rebounds. I mean, basketball is not difficult. It's the fundamentals. I mean, boxing out is very important, and we have a hard time sometimes with that.
Yeah, there's been a couple of plays we've just kind of stood
there.
around after
That's
the
right.
shot, and that's something that Coach Mitchell will surely address probably during this timeout. Timeouts this season are brought to you by U-Ride. U-Ride gives you that hometown feel by providing personalized appointments to accommodate your busy schedule and remaining committed to you even after the sale. Contact Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment. U-Ride supports all of our Caldwell County Tigers. Ken, this game 8-5 with 1:15 left in the first quarter. Lady Tigers on the road tonight. You talk about jumping straight into the frying pan out of the gate. They're on the road to Marshall County tonight. Always a tough place to play.
Yeah, those Marshall County girls are always talented. They're a very good group. Always have been.
And you're going to play in front of a crowd anytime you play.
Yes.
Either home or away against Marshall County.
They'll probably have a tall Langy. It's about 6 foot tall.
Probably. It's about like having a Fralix at a Fredonia gym.
That's exactly right.
Caldwell County out of the timeout, up the court, into the corner goes D-Man Thompson. Turned down the three, drives it. Left hand off the glass for another Farmers Bank shot. 10-5, Caldwell County with under a minute to go in the first quarter. D-Man loves that corner three, but if you go out and get too close to him, he'll drive that baseline on you just like he did there against Orcutt.
Yep, nice drive, and for one time we were able to finish there, Dennis. That was a nice play by D-Man, number 5.
Number 5, Mikulek with the short-range jumper makes it 10-7. Underneath, just checking in, Jack Roach Misses one underneath. And it's Webster back the other way. Mikulek untouched down the lane. Way too easy. Nobody stopped the ball. And back-to-back buckets by Webster County has them back within one. D-Man Thompson, right wing, gets it back out to the guard spot with Colin Whittington. Man-to-man defense by Webster County with 10 seconds to go. Caldwell County will go for the last shot. Carter Whittington looks up at the clock, goes underneath, has it partially blocked. Roach with the rebound, back up. Baby hook is good at the buzzer. And after 1 quarter of play, it's Caldwell County 12, Webster County 9. We'll be back after this.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Black Patch Grill says, "Go Tigers. Good luck this season."
All right, we're back at the cab. Into the first quarter. Caldwell is up 12-9 on Webster. Getting ready to start the second quarter here. This is Ken Parker along with Dennis Stevens. And the second quarter is brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors. Get all your interior needs at Cozy Living.
There you go.
And with that, we'll bring it back to Dennis Stevens.
Great job, Ken. Out of the break. 1 quarter of play in the books. Caldwell County with a 12-9 lead. And Ken, I don't know if my old broadcast partner Bob Hayes is listening or watching tonight, but I'm sure if he is, he's on Holly Lane screaming, "Use the glass" on some of these inside shots by Caldwell County.
Listen, we got to finish, Dennis, and we got to box out on our rebounds. Let's just finish the shots.
Parker to Roach. Roach on the right baseline, gets inside, cut off underneath the backboard, has to bring it back out to Parker. Parker on the right wing, cuts it back into the lane, handoff to Colin Whittington. Whittington goes up too strong off the glass. That one's going to be out of bounds. Should be off of Webster.
It was off Webster.
Scott was the last one to touch it. It'll be Caldwell County ball on the baseline. Tigers lead this one 12-9.
I really like this inbounds play we do here. A lot of times there's a guy wide open on it. He sets a back pick. We didn't do it that time, though. Yeah, Jack was there just for a second.
Takes a long pass in to Colin Whittington. Whittington has it knocked away into the backcourt, and it's Garrard. Goes off of Garrard last. But those two guys are really tying up closely. That'll be a matchup to watch tonight between Colin Whittington and Luke Garrard. Already a little bit of extracurricular here at the start of the second quarter, just a little bit on that deflection. Carter Whittington with a nice spin move in the lane, soft off the glass, and the Tiger lead their biggest of the night at 5 points, 14-9, just about a minute into the second quarter.
Carter does a nice job getting to the basket, Dennis. He just has to finish that shot.
Orcutt left wide open at the top of the key, misses the shot. Parker with the rebound underneath, hands it off to Carter Whittington. Whittington has it back tipped by Scott into the hands of D-Man Thompson. Thompson wanted to dish it off on his drive. That one's intercepted by Mikulek. He drives, lets the defender go by, puts it off the glass with the left hand and in. Turnover into points for Webster County, 14-11.
Mikulek has 10 of 11 points for Webster. We need to get on him a little better.
Colin Whittington out front, over to D-Man Thompson. Thompson at the top of the key. Looks around, finds Roach. Roach over to Parker. Parker looks it over. Caldwell County patient on offense this possession down the floor. And it's going to be a timeout, a 30-second timeout called by Chuck Mitchell. 14-11 Tigers, back in 30 seconds.
Your Planters Bank Total Checking account is now overflowing with benefits from the new Planters Perks Checking. Get new benefits accessible instantly from the exclusive Planters Perks app. New ways to waive your monthly service charge. Valuable savings at area businesses. And you can keep your total current checking access and benefits. Just download the Planters Perks app to get started. Planters Perks. Reason number 53 that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
Good luck, Tigers. Have a great season from Treasures Remembered.
We are back at the cab. Out of the timeout, it's Caldwell County 14, Webster County 11, 6:13 to play in the second quarter. Caldwell County puts the ball in play. Into the backcourt it goes to Whittington. Whittington driving on Scott. Whittington thought he had a chance to get around Scott. Instead, it's back over to Parker, top of the key, back to Carter Whittington. Inside it goes, Jadarius Wilson. Wilson caught it too far outside the lane there. Ken had to do something with it. Gets it back to Parker. Parker drives and gets fouled on the play. Foul is going to be on number 2, Micah Austin. Not a lot of fouls called in this game, Ken. They're letting them play underneath pretty much because there's been a lot of slapping and some wild arms, but not a lot of fouls called to this point.
I like these games a lot better like this, Dennis. You know, when they're not calling everything, it makes the game flow a lot better.
Free throw by Parker is good. Free throw is brought to you by Goodwin Insurance this season. Goodwin Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Call Goodwin Insurance anytime for a free quote.
I think if we can keep penetrating on their man defense, Jay Darius has some open looks here. If we can get Carter penetrating, they're in man-to-man on us.
2 makes by Parker, stretches that lead back out to 5. Parker on Garrard now top of the key. Garrard drives, hits the deck. Foul called underneath. That stops the clock with 5:43 left to play in the second quarter. Foul is on Parker. And Garrard will step to the line for 2 shots. First one up and off the back of the rim, no good. Garrard for the second. That one again off the back of the rim, ball loose underneath, and it's D-Man Thompson with the pickup. Little backcourt pressure as they hand it off to Carter Whittington. Whittington, the lob to Wilson. Wilson looked like he got hit on the elbow going up. No call. Came back down with the ball and gets called for the travel. Again, a group already in a good show tonight. The Caldwell Crazies on the far side in the corner. Kind of a whiteout going on the far side. So glad to have those young men and women cheering on the Tigers tonight. They can get loud some nights. It's fun to have those kids in here.
It's so much better when you have that kind of support. It just makes you play hard as a group, and knowing those guys are behind you is a lot of fun.
Scott works the ball around, a couple of subs in for Webster County.
Walk.
Trace Hardison just into the ball game and commits the turnover with the walk. It'll be Caldwell County basketball with 5:07 left to play in the first half.
They're picking us up full court man-to-man now, Dennis. Look for a run out here. Yep, there it is. Now lob it.
Dump off by Carter Whittington to Jadarius Wilson. That was going to be 2 points either way, Ken. Carter had the man beat, could have gone on in for the layup. Unselfishly dropped it off to Wilson.
I thought he was going to lob it. Nice play.
And a steal by Whittington. Takes it up amongst 2 people. Up off the side of the rim, no good. Loose rebound comes down to Wilson. Wilson drives, runner in the lane is good. Jadarius, back-to-back buckets. Caldwell stretches their biggest lead of the night out to 9 at 20-11. 4.5 to play in the first half.
You know, Carter made the steal, and the team all ran down the court and got that rebound. So everybody was hustling down the court in case he missed it. Nice play.
Shot by Webster on the other end is a 3. And I think that, again, is Mekalek, who's keeping Webster County within striking distance in this one almost by himself. That ball knocked away and out of bounds off of Caldwell County.
You can't really defend that any better. Carter had a hand in his face.
It will be Trojan basketball underneath. Hardison to put it in play for the Trojans. Lob in to Orcutt. Orcutt all alone drives into the lane with a one-handed runner. No good. Strong on the board was J. Darius. And it's Caldwell quickly back on the other end. Thompson faked a three out of the corner, puts a soft left-hand jumper from the left side of the lane up and in. 22-14 Tigers. But Webster quickly back the other way with Hardison. He converts the layup. Tigers just a little bit slow getting back after the nice jumper by Wilson. 22-16. Caldwell's led by as many as 9. It's Whittington kicking it into the corner to Parker. Parker faked the handoff, drives the lane up, no good, gets his own rebound up and no good. Rebound down to Reed McDyer, who just checked in for Webster County. McDyer wears number 0, drives the lane, 4-footer up and in, and a short run here by Webster County as they've scored the last 6. 22-18. And a travel on a slip by Colin Whittington. Caldwell County led by as many as 9, but Webster County really putting on a little bit of a run here toward the latter part of the second quarter with the N4 and the basketball.
Yeah, we just need to, again, finish those short shots at the basket, and we need to stop Mikulek. I mean, he's really hurting us here.
Mikulek right now on the bench, so a good thing for Caldwell County. He's getting a breather. It's Orcutt. Orcutt still left alone, drives up and puts it in off the glass over Wilson. I like that Wilson didn't commit the silly foul, yes, but I'd rather see him maybe take a step over, maybe try to draw the charge. Driving is Whittington, wild shot. And it's Webster County back the other way with a chance to tie or take the lead. Scott underneath. Lets Wilson go by, lays it off the glass. And after having a 9-point lead, we are tied. Webster with the steal. Scott tried to save it, but steps on the baseline out of bounds. Again, in a matter of about 2 minutes, Webster County has erased that 9-point deficit and tied this thing up at 22.
Yeah, we need to take our time, Dan. Slow down a little bit. Let the game come to us. They got a little momentum here. I think if we, Coach Mitchell may want to get a timeout here at some point.
D-Man Thompson driving that baseline, got too far underneath the backboard. Nowhere to go with it, and Webster County comes up with the basketball. A three on the way by Austin is no good. Wilson with the rebound, hands it off to Whittington. Whittington up court quickly to D-Man Thompson. Thompson in the lane, left-hand runner, no good. Wilson blocked out by Austin. And Webster back to the other end. Scott got away with a big travel on that one.
He walked twice there.
Austin with the basketball back to Scott. Scott with the 12-footer is good. Webster extends the run. Now they lead 24-22, and a steal on a lazy inbounds pass. Shot no good by Scott, but a rebound by the Trojans. Over to Austin. He'll try a three. No good. Battle for the rebound won by Webster County. It's Austin underneath, and he gets fouled right on the baseline. Going to be a substitute for Caldwell County. Into the game is going to be number 23, Dalen Lander. Luke Parker will come out for the Tigers. Gerard back into the ball game for Webster County. 1:15 left to play in the half. It's now 24-22 Webster County. Inbounds play to Orcutt. Wide open at the free throw line, no good. Rebound Webster, shot no good underneath. Wilson finally pulls down the loose ball. Quickly over to Colin Whittington. Had a hit of steam, but he's cut off on the left side of the lane. He's going to pull it back out. Under a minute to go in the first half. Very fast first half here tonight. Over it goes to Lander. Lander, left-hand shot, no good. Rebound underneath by Scott. Scott quickly back down the lane. Euro step up and in. And Webster with a big run here at the end of the second quarter. And they now lead this one 26-22. Seems like just a blink of an eye a while ago. Caldwell County up by 9 and kind of coasting along.
Yeah, right now the flow of the game is going to Webster. They're playing their pace. And we're just a little bit out of control right now, Dennis. We need to just calm down a little bit and play a little more under control here. Nice play.
Bucket by Whittington. And Colin will go to the free throw line. That breaks a 15-2 run by Webster County.
Yeah, I thought we were getting ready to open it up there when D-Man made that shot. Opened up some space there. I think we were up 7 or 8 there.
And it's 26-24 as Whittington steps up for a Goodwin Insurance free throw, and it's good. 1 point ball game, 23 and a half seconds left in the first half. Hope you'll stay tuned for the halftime show coming up in just a little bit, brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. It's Garrard getting away with a walk on the left side, kicks it back out top of the key. Drive by Austin, no good. Rebound to Roach. Roach to Whittington. Desperation shot, no good at the buzzer. And at the half, it's Webster County 26, Caldwell County 25. We'll take a break and come back with the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime show right after this.
Hi, this is Jim Lancaster with H&R AgriPower. For a limited time, take advantage of 0% financing for 84 months on new Case IH Farmall tractors. Now is the time to get a great deal on a new tractor that works as hard as you, Case IH Farmall. Whether you're mowing, baling, feeding, loading, you name it, we have the tractor for you. Stop by and see us at H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville today and talk to our sales team about the limited time financing offer you don't want to miss.
While supplies last, customers must qualify for program with CNHI Capital.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
Of all the holidays we observe, Thanksgiving is the most distinctively American. The traditions we celebrate were created to honor the hopes and dreams, fortitude, and gratitude of our forefathers, and the American families who have counted their many blessings for generations since. At Penny Ryle Electric, we give thanks for you. We appreciate your trust and your friendship. Happy Thanksgiving from the people of Penny Ryle Electric. Thankful to have empowered our members and the communities we serve since 1937.
If you're involved in an auto accident, it's your choice where your vehicle is repaired. Some insurance companies refer you to pro shops because they give the insurance company discounts. But with those discounts, the insurance company has input on the parts used and might not always use what is best. At Trice Hughes Body Shop, they're not partnered with an insurance company, but they give the same lifetime limited warranty to the person who owns the vehicle at the time of repairs. Visit Trice Hughes in Princeton for your vehicle repairs.
Fortner Gas Company has been serving the propane needs of Western Kentucky for 70 years. You'll find offices in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website to discover the many services and products available. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they're already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If they're not, they would love to be. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Timeout! All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, it's Tess. Join me weekday mornings from 6 to 9. We like playing games, but we love making winners.
Look at you go, girl!
You did great, girl. You did wonderful.
You got it! That's exciting. Everything you need to know and a whole lot of fun. Start your day with us. Day mornings, 6 to 9. What station made you winner this morning?
WPKY.
WPKY in Princeton.
WPKY.
Go with the good old America, WPKY.
Give it your all this season, Tigers. Good luck from the Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center.
Welcome back to the Cab and into the halftime show brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and much more. Good luck, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. Caldwell County and Webster County in a tight one here tonight. Caldwell County led after one quarter play 12-9, opened up a 9-point lead in the second quarter, but a 15-5 run to close the quarter puts Webster County up by 1 as they go into the locker room at 26-25. Time now for tonight's halftime stats. Stats brought to you by Ackridge Farm Supply Ace Hardware, a fourth-generation family business. Ackridge Farm Supply has been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since 1933. Now with stores in Fredonia and Eddyville to serve all of your needs. Good luck this year, Tigers and Lady Tigers, from Ackridge Farm Supply. And for tonight's first half stats, I'll turn it over to Ken Parker.
Yeah, looking at Webster County, they are obviously led by Evan Mikulek, who has 13 points, 1 3-pointer. He's 5 out of 6 from the field. He's obviously doing most of the damage for Webster County. We have Trace Harrison with 2 points, Jarvis Scott with 6, Reed McDyer with 2, and Orcutt with 2, for a total of 26 points for Webster County. For Caldwell County, leading the way is J. Darius Wilson with 8 points, all from the field, 2 points from the field. Jack Roach with 2 points. D-Man Thompson with 4 points. Colin Whittington with 5 points. Carter Whittington with 4 points. And Luke Parker with 2 points, for a total of 25 points for the Caldwell County Tigers. Free throws, looks like Orcutt with 1 free throw, and Luke Parker with 2 free throws, and Colin Whittington with 1 free throw for the Tigers. Pretty quick first half. Only had about 5 fouls called the whole first half. So it was a quick first half. I like those kind of games. They let you play a little bit, let you be a little physical, makes the game flow a little easier. You know, that run really did hurt us, but that's what basketball is. You know, basketball is a game of runs. You're gonna have times when you're up, when you're down. I mean, you know, if you look at an NBA game, it's not a game until there's a run made, and each team's going to kind of ebb and flow through the game. We did great the first quarter and a half of the game, and the last half of the second quarter we got a little sloppy with the ball. We gave up a few offensive rebounds. We didn't box out. And they had a few steals, had a few turnovers, got a few quick baskets, and before you know it, it's a game. And, you know, we're probably where we should be. These two teams are pretty even. Looking at the game as it's flowed, looking at the stats from last year, they've got most of their team back. They've got guys, guys came back, 56 points a game came back this year for them. So they have a good team, had a good record last year, over 500 record.
All right.
So
I think 17-13, so a pretty decent record.
So I think we're right where we should be. You know, we're a point down, have a great chance to come out in the second half and win this basketball game.
I think you hit on one of the things I'm sure Coach Mitchell is talking about, and that was the rebounding. There were times we got caught kind of standing around, let the ball just fall into some Webster County hands. So I'm sure he'll want the blocking out to be a lot better. Offensively for Caldwell County, we didn't take a three, or didn't make a three, I don't think, in the first half.
We took 1 3, and we missed it.
And missed it?
Yes, sir.
Everything else has been basically inside of 10 feet, wouldn't you say, Ken? And we're getting some decent shots. The angles are not great at times, but I think we feel a little bit rushed when we get the ball underneath, trying to get the shot up very quickly. If you take a little bit more time, maybe put a head fake on and let the game slow down just a little bit underneath that basket, I think we're probably leading this half.
Well, the key is you got to give yourself space. You know, do a head fake, put your butt in the player, give yourself a little space. You know, D-Man did a great job on that baseline shot. You know, he had a little push off, but he gave himself a little space. And that's what we have to do. And on the defensive end, you know, basketball, as much as AAU ball has ruined basketball, there are still some core things you have to do. And you know, you can be a 5'6" kid, and if you put a body on a 6'7" kid and box him out, the only way he can get a rebound is go over your back.
Right.
And so there's really no excuse not to rebound in this game. I mean, you should be able to put your body on somebody and get the rebound. And I think we just have to do that as a team. You know, when that ball is shot, don't look at the ball. Find somebody and go to them and put your body on them and get them out of that box.
Yeah, there were plenty of times that Webster County basically had 3 kids underneath the rebound, and we had J. Darius in the area, but who does he go to try to block out? And it was falling down for some pretty easy putbacks. I think that's about the only thing they led Caldwell County big time in, I would say, is offensive rebounding in the first half.
And, you know, we didn't really get any offensive rebounds on our end down here. We were one shot and done, and a lot of that was because our shots were just right there inside. You know, the hard part is these long threes, they carry them off the rim, and sometimes, you know, there's no rebounding. It just comes to a player.
Right.
But there was a few times down there I think we definitely could have put a body on someone and get them out of that box. You know, they're never going to call a foul if you're aggressively boxing someone out. You can put your arms behind them and you can push that player on out of that box.
Yeah, you can do everything but take their wallet.
That's exactly right.
If you're doing it in the proper style underneath, they're not going to call a whole lot. Horn sounds as players go back to the bench at the half. It's 26-25. Webster County with the 1-point lead, but Caldwell County looked good, like Ken said, for about a quarter and a half before a 15-5 run to close it out for Webster County at the half. So they'll take a 1-point lead back out onto the court. Ken, I'll let you tell the folks about our fine third quarter sponsors.
Well, sponsoring the third quarter once again is Cozy Living Interiors.
They're some of our favorite guys. Ken, we get to joke with those guys quite a bit over the course of the season. They've been so faithful with us in both basketball and football. Every quarter starts with Cozy Living. So go by, check those guys out, especially if you're looking to spruce the house up a little bit right before Christmas. You're going to have all that company coming in. Go by and check out Cozy Living, because they say everything a home should be is Cozy Living. So go by and check out our friends Pam and Hab at Cozy Living. Players back out on the court. Same starting 5 for Caldwell County has started the game. Both Whittingtons, Hammett, Wilson, and Thompson. Same starters as well for Webster County. And we are back underway here in the second half. Garrard out front, guarded by Hammett. Caldwell County is going to keep that man-to-man defense. Out to Garrard, top of the key, goes off a screen to the left side, stopped by Hammett.
Looks like he carried the ball there, Dennis.
Out it goes to Mekalek. He'll fire a 3 and convert from the top of the key. 3-pointer by Evan Mekalek, who single-handedly has kept Webster County in this game.
16 points for Mekalek.
D-Man Thompson drives, 8-footer, in and out, a lot of spin. Wilson gets the offensive board, kicks it out. A 3 on the way from Hammett, no good. And it's Garrard quickly with the rebound, outlet pass to Scott. Scott dodges one defender, puts it up off the glass and in. And quickly the lead grows to 5 for Webster County. That's their biggest of the night at 30-25. Man-to-man defensively by Webster County as well. It's Carter Whittington drive with the kick out. Hammett with the head fake over to D-Man Thompson. Thompson looks around. Had Colin Whittington spotted up for a 3. Instead takes it to the hole. Misses a shot. Mekalek with the board. Outlet pass to number 2, Austin. Austin gets tripped and a foul called on Caldwell County.
You know, I'd like to see Ryan Hammett take that corner shot, Dennis. He was open. Just let it fly, man. Let it fly. You're not going to get confident unless you start shooting that ball. Let that thing fly. That boy can shoot the ball very well. He's a good shooter. Get that confidence.
That's one of 2 kids probably has the green light from Coach Mitchell all the time. Colin Whittington probably being the other. Inside jumper.
Nice block.
Partially blocked by J. Darius Wilson. Colin Whittington with the pickup and off the glass and in. Good job by Whittington with the Farmers Bank shot. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on WPKY Princeton. Minute and a half gone in the third quarter, 30-27. Webster County with the lead and the basketball. Garrard over to Austin, fake the 3, drives in for a short 12-footer, and it hits the front of the rim. Parker with the rebound for Caldwell County. Gets it over to Colin Whittington, quickly up to Wilson. Wilson drives the lane and off the glass and in. Back-to-back Farmers Bank shots for Caldwell County. They're back within 1, but a quick outlet pass. Caldwell County sleeping defensively.
Got to get back on defense on that.
Scott puts it in, and off the make, Webster County sets up a little 2-2-1 zone press. Parker gets it up over to Whittington. Carter looks it over. Whittington drives the lane, loses the handle right into the hands of Austin. Austin off the glass and in on the other end, converting points off the steal again for Webster County. Lead back out to 5 after Caldwell County had cut it back down to that 1-point halftime edge.
We're doing a nice job breaking their press. We're getting the ball to the middle like we should do. Nice play.
Good entry pass and a good position for that catch as Wilson caught that one just below the second block. Turns around and converts, back within 3.
If we can get him the ball there, Dennis, it'll be a long night for somebody.
It's Mekalek with a spin move and a jumper. Kid's got good form. There's a reason he's scoring the points he is tonight. He's got a good shot. Caldwell County breaks the press. It's Luke Parker down the lane. Now he's going to pull it back out to D-Man Thompson. Thompson, see if he goes left hand around, but does not. Hands off instead to Whittington. Whittington with a bad pass inside. Stolen away, but stolen right back by D-Man Thompson on the other end. So Caldwell County gets the basketball back. It's Parker at the top of the key, right wing to Thompson. Thompson feeds it in to Wilson, and Wilson gets hacked across the wrist as he goes up for a shot. He'll step to the line for a couple of Goodwin Insurance free throws.
Yeah, Jay Darius had position a couple times, but, instead of giving him a bounce pass, get the ball up high to him. The entry pass needs to be a little better. The first shot he made had a great entry pass. The second shot, we bounced past down at his knees, and it was hard for him to get the ball down there.
Free throw up and good. Free throws brought to you by Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Contact Goodwin Insurance anytime for a free quote. Wilson converts the second of the 2 shots. Tigers back within 3 at 36-33, 4.5 to play in the third.
Tigers 5 of 6 from the line tonight.
Webster County's Mekalek in the corner. Has it knocked away by Whittington, tracked down by Parker. Parker trapped in the corner, gets the ball over to Colin Whittington. Colin Whittington up the court quickly, drives the lane, has it back tapped away. Mekalek comes up with it. Now he's going to lead the Webster County break over to Orcutt, up and in off the glass. 38-33. Thompson double teamed at midcourt, gets out of that over to Colin Whittington. Looking underneath for Wilson, back out to Thompson at the top of the key. Handoff over to Carter Whittington. Lob to Wilson. Wilson has it stolen away. Garrard short off the glass, no good. Wilson back up the court, has the rebound, but has it back tapped away by Scott. Into the corner to Garrard for 3, no good. Long rebound out to McDyer. McDyer to Garrard. 3:15 left in the third. 5-point margin for Webster County. That's been their biggest lead of the night. Other side of the lane it goes, and this was going to be over and back, I think. And it is finally called. Turnover Webster County with 3:03 to play in the third quarter. Tigers will have the basketball. Checking in for the first time tonight for Caldwell County is number 4, Luke Maddox. And coming out of the ball game is number 10, Colin Whittington. Carter Whittington puts it in play on the baseline. Looking for somebody out front. Goes into Thompson. Thompson off the glass. No good. But he'll step to the line for 2 more Goodwin Insurance free throws.
I mean, he's right there, Dennis. D-Man was right there. Just, man, we could just get that finish.
It's just been fractions the entire game, Ken, underneath. Caldwell County has had some very good looks.
We just had them rim out.
It's Thompson at the free throw line for 2. First one up and good. 3:01 left to play in the third. We'll be on the air on Friday night as the Lady Tigers get into action. Second free throw is good for Thompson as well. Tigers back to within 3 with 3 minutes to play in the third. Garrard at the point, picked up by Parker. Garrard drives. It was a good job by Wilson to step in front, try to cut that off, but a foul from behind. Does that go on Parker
that's
or
on
does it
Luke.
go on Wilson?
Yeah, that's Luke's third.
Luke, and that's 3 on Parker. Underneath, kick back out to Scott. Webster a little more patient than usual on this possession. Out to Mekalek. Mekalek looks to drive, has it knocked away. Ball loose on the floor, and it's a tie-up.
A jump ball.
Possession arrow will go with Caldwell County. Into the ball game for the Tigers is number 20, Cam Wilson, a freshman. And Luke, you have a player on the team. You may know more about him than I do, but this is a kid that looked really good in some summer scrimmages. Number 20, Cam Wilson. A drive by Whittington is no good. Garrard with the rebound. Back up, Mekalek will let go of a three, and it's good. Webster County is stretching that lead out now, 41-35, 2:15 to play in the third quarter. Carter Whittington into the corner. Wilson's going to not be shy about putting a three up right out of the gate. Misses, but the rebound right down to Wilson, who puts it back up and in. And we go under 2 minutes to play in the third. Tigers down by 4.
Yeah, Cam came out with those guns blazing, didn't he, Dennis?
Yeah, he's warmed up and ready to go. Drive by Garrard, blocked by Wilson, saved in by Cam Wilson. Steps back in, establishes himself on the court, gets the ball back. Lead pass down.
That's a goal,
D-Man Thompson. That's got to be a goaltend. He hit the backboard while the ball was up. On the other end, it's Wilson with the rebound, Cam Wilson. Outlet pass, Caldwell County 2-on-1. Carter Whittington tried to go on up with it, gets fouled on the play, misses the shot.
I mean, when the backboard's moving like that, it's hard not to call that. But sometimes you'll see it called, sometimes you won't see it called. But really, it should be a goaltend.
That's a call. Should be every time. Coach Mitchell right now talking to the official at the Caldwell County bench. And I'm sure about that play. Free throw up and no good by Whittington.
The backboard was slapped before the ball went up.
Whittington will try his second shot. 41-37, Trojans with the lead, and 1:26 left to play in the third quarter. Carter Whittington toes the line. Collin getting set to check in, and that's going to be a lane. I thought they were going to call a lane violation on Caldwell County. It's going to be a quick 30-second timeout with 1:26 to play in the third. Tigers down by 3, back in 30 seconds.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their number one goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Good luck to all Tiger athletes from Bella Marie Boutique. Go Tigers!
And back to the cab as Caldwell County trails Webster County 41-38. Out of the timeout, 1:26 left to play in the third quarter. Dennis Stevens and Ken Parker here on the call. Ken's going to join us for all of the Caldwell County boys games this season as the analyst. And Ken, enjoying it so far. Hope you're having a good time. And
oh, it's great. It's great.
It's going to be a fun season.
It really looks like it should be more than a three-point game here. We're right in this basketball game. They seem like they've been dominant the last, 2.5 quarters almost. But we're right in the game at 3 points. All we just have to do is get a few of these shots to go down, and we're going to be fine.
Foul on the play by Caldwell County. I think they got Rowland, who just checked into the game. Cade Rowland, number 2, picks up the foul. Inbounds play to Scott. Scott misses the shot, but he gets fouled on the play. Caldwell County screened off on the inbounds play.
Looks like he's trying to give the guys a break here, some of the starters, to get ready for the fourth quarter.
Free throw by Scott is good. J. Darius Wilson checks back in. Cade Rowland out. Luke Maddox also comes out, and Carter Whittington back in for the Tigers. That foul was on number 20, Cam Wilson. Second free throw by Scott. Rolls over the front of the rim and in. 43-38. Webster has led by as many as 6. Caldwell County has had a 9-point lead. Back the other way. That one gets away from Whittington. Whittington thought it was knocked away.
It looked like it may have went off his leg. I couldn't tell, Dennis. It was hard to see.
Maddox is going to check back in. Jadarius Wilson out.
Once again, we had a good look there. You know, we had numbers, and we ran a fast break there, and we just could not quite finish that shot.
Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Webster County looks to get their biggest lead of the night as McDyer works on Maddox. He'll hand it back out to number 4, Hardison. A 3 on the way from Mekalek. And that is the biggest lead of the night now for Webster County, 46-38. Thompson with a pass underneath to Wilson. Wilson, nice head fake off the glass, no good.
Did a little step move there, very nice move, just could not finish.
Pretty impressive move for a freshman as well.
Very much so.
Wilson with the rebound, still 20 seconds on the clock. Stolen away though by Webster County, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Trojan basketball. It's little plays like on both ends there. You had Cam Wilson make a good move, just can't convert underneath. And then an easy rebound, should be getting back up the court right now. A sneak in by Webster County, and it's a turnover. And you still have 16 seconds left in the quarter for Webster County.
What that really is, the 4-point swing. That's a 4-point swing if they convert here.
Out it comes to Scott. Scott loses control underneath. Should be a travel and is.
He double dribbled before he traveled.
Webster's going to bring full court pressure. Over it comes to Thompson. Thompson easily gets it across, takes it left side to Whittington. Whittington drives the lane. Runner off the glass is no good. Webster County launches at half court at the buzzer. That one off the mark, and we've played 3 here at the Cab. It's Webster County 46, Caldwell County 38. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Depositing checks into your Planters Bank checking account just got even easier. In addition to stopping by any of our convenient locations, you can now deposit checks for free, even on the go. It's like having a Planters Bank teller wherever you are. With a simple snap from your smartphone's camera, your check deposit is in the bank. Planters Bank Deposit. Reason number 43 that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
For 25 years, La Potosina Mexican Restaurant has been your choice for authentic Mexican food. They appreciate your business through the years. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Pair your favorite meals with your favorite margarita. Enjoy dining in or call in for carryouts. Call 270-365-3848 to place your order. La Potosina Mexican Restaurant with locations in Princeton and Marion. Be sure to follow them on Facebook. And thanks again for 25 great years.
All right, we're back here at the Cab. Webster County leading 46-38. The fourth quarter will be brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors. And with that, the voice of the Tigers, Dennis Stevens.
All right, Ken, 1 quarter to go. Caldwell County down by 8. And it's Webster County with the basketball. Mekalek drive, left-hand shot is in. And a double-digit lead, first time tonight for either team, as Webster County has it 48-38. Caldwell County trouble getting it back up the court. Has it Whittington underneath, too far, tried to put it up anyway, hits the bottom of the rim, back down into the hands of Webster County. And Ken, that's one thing the Trojans have done well. 3 on the way is no good by Webster County, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Tiger basketball. But Webster County has limited Caldwell County by and large tonight to 1 and done on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, we're right there at the basket, and I can't count how many times we've missed just wide open shots there at the basket.
Webster pulls the press off. It's Caldwell County. Carter Whittington being met at half court by Scott. Goes off a screen from Wilson. Whittington in the lane, up and in. Finally able to kiss one off the glass and cut the lead back down to 8. Now you've got to have some stops on the defensive end. Parker on Garrard. Garrard handoff to Mekalek. Mekalek double teamed. Foul's going to be called out front.
Carter and Luke really need to switch on that. When they bring that pick across, Luke needs to switch off on Mekalek. He beat us on the three-pointer just then because we didn't switch up on defense, and they're setting picks for him. He's a great shooter, very good ball player. I've really never seen this kid until this year.
One thing he does well, he creates his own shot really well. He's not just a spot-up shooter.
He's right now, he's waiting on the baseline. They're going to run him off 2 or 3 picks here and get him the ball.
It's Mekalek with the basketball over to Scott. Scott spin move down on the baseline. That one partially blocked, but it's a travel on Scott. Webster County's coaching staff not particularly impressed with the call, but it'll be Caldwell County basketball with 6:43. Inbound it comes to Whittington. Whittington drives over to D-Man Thompson, has it knocked loose. Ball still on the floor underneath, battle for it. That one's going to go off
nice play
of Webster County. Good hustle by Caldwell County. J. Darius Wilson, tallest kid on the court.
I like
getting
it.
Right down on the floor.
Big man getting dirty. I like that. That's what you got to have. That's what you got to have, Dennis.
Caldwell County will inbound underneath their own basket. Looking for the lob out to Wilson. Wilson goes up high, gets it, puts a dribble on the ground. Into the corner goes to Cam Wilson. No good. Sky high was D-Man Thompson with the putback and the foul. That's the jumping ability we come to love out of D-Man Thompson. The kid can just jump through the roof.
He's not very tall, but he puts himself in position to make plays, Dennis. And right there, he made a great play for us. Converted three-point play. Very good.
Goodwin Insurance free throw cuts that 10-point lead in half down to 5. 48-43, still 6:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Scott on the right wing for Caldwell County, guarded by Cam Wilson. Drives the lane. Shot blocked by J. Darius Wilson.
We've got numbers to run a fast break here.
And it's Carter Whittington. Blocking foul called underneath. I love how he drives to the basket, but I think we had numbers like you said, maybe pull up at that free throw line and kick it over to one side of the lane or the other. But
yeah.
We said in the pregame, Carter Whittington scrappy. He's going to take it right into traffic. He's going to get a couple of free throws out of the deal. Misses the first. Cam Wilson, Luke Parker on the lane for Caldwell County. Second free throw rims out. Rebound down to Orcutt. Over to Garrard. Garrard brings it across half court, finds Mekalek. Back to Garrard. Under 6 to play. 48-43 Trojans. Garrard with the drive. Too much hand check. It's going to be a foul called on Luke Parker. New free throw rules this year. Basically, it's you're shooting after 5 each quarter. No longer is it 7.5. It's 5 per quarter before you go to the free throw line on a common foul, and then resets each quarter. Parker out of the game. Colin Whittington back in for the Tigers.
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered much this game. They're not calling a whole lot of fouls.
No, they're letting the kids get away with quite a bit early on in this one. Underneath, D-Man Thompson gets a hand on it as they tried to feed Orcutt. Back the other way. Carter Whittington head fake up off the glass, no good. Rebound Wilson back up with the soft putback. And it's a 3-point ball game, 48-45. Caldwell County has scored the last 7.
That time Carter did a nice job giving himself some space. Didn't convert, but did a nice job.
Austin with the drive and the miss off the front of the rim. 3-on-1, Caldwell County. Kick off. Whittington off the glass. Farmer's bank shot up and in. And a full timeout called by Webster County as Caldwell County has cut it back down to 1. 5:09 left to play in this game. We'll be back in 1 minute.
KFC Princeton, offering their amazing fried chicken and all the fix-its. You can dine in or call your order for pickup inside or use their convenient drive-thru. Your local KFC is located on the Marion Road in Princeton. Whether you enjoy a quick lunch or take dinner home or maybe take something to a friend in need, they're always ready to help. They're also looking for team members at KFC. Ask about becoming a member of their team. KFC on the Marion Road, where they appreciate your support and they are Princeton strong.
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
Welcome back to the Cab. Caldwell County clawing their way back into this one after being down by 10. Here in the fourth quarter, have cut it to 1, 48-47. 5:09 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Once again, it's a game of runs, and we made our run. And hopefully we can continue to push this out a little bit.
Just when you think one team or the other is starting to pull away, Caldwell County with a 9-point lead in the first half. And then here comes Webster with a 15-5 run to close the half. Caldwell County now on a run of their own as they pick up defensively. Mekalek guarded by Carter Whittington, swings it over to Garrard. A little curl cut by Scott, has the shot blocked with some authority by Jay Darius. Also changes the mind of Orcutt pretty quickly underneath.
Yeah, he can make up for a lost man on defense for sure. He walked.
Travel called on Austin. D-Man Thompson leading the cheers to fire the Tigers up on the court.
The Crazies are coming alive a little bit there, Dennis.
It's Colin Whittington, takes it all the way to the hole, a little wild on the shot, off the glass too hard. And it's Webster back the other way. Garrard into the corner, goes to Scott. Back to Garrard, left side. Top of the key, Austin. I'm sure they'll look for Mekalek running off all of these baseline screens. Mekalek now guarded by Whittington. Underneath it goes, and it's Orcutt, got lost underneath.
I just prefer Jay Darius not help on that play there. He had two guys on the shooter there. Jay came over to help and left the kid wide open underneath the basket.
3-point lead as Carter Whittington drives, gets on the baseline, off the glass and in. Farmers Bank shot by Carter Whittington. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, your home of the Tiger debit card, the card that gives back to future athletes of Caldwell County. Trojans up by 1 with the basketball. Caldwell County man-to-man, but Jay Darius Wilson pretty much has not left the middle of that lane defensively all night. Shot is up and in, and a foul on the play. I think they're going to get Cam Wilson fouling Scott on the play.
Boy, did they call that basket good. That looked like it was on the floor to me. I mean, this isn't the NBA. You don't get continuation there.
That was a very generous call. You're exactly right with that one. Scott steps to the line. That foul was on Wilson. Free throw is good. Back to a 4-point margin with 3.5 to play. Carter Whittington over to Colin. D-Man Thompson. Thompson wanted to walk into a little jumper from the free throw line and took one too many steps. Turnover Caldwell County, back to the Trojans. (53-49). Caldwell County with a little backcourt pressure of their own. Pass goes inside to Austin. He's going to fire a long three. That one off the front of the rim. Knocked out of bounds by Webster County. Actually, Jay Darius jumped up over the shoulder of Orcutt, smacked it off of Orcutt out of bounds.
He pulled that one from about 35 feet, didn't he?
That was, I'm sure, not what Webster County's coaches wanted at that time from that player. If you're Mekalek, it might be all right, but I don't think Austin's the one they want jacking up 35-foot threes.
The Steph Curry effect. Everybody thinks they can shoot from 40 feet.
Lob underneath, fortunately, off the fingertips.
Oh, we got a gift there. We got a gift there. We'll take it.
Yeah, that one was that was one of the even them up, I think, a little bit. Timeout called on the floor. We'll keep it right here on this one. Alex, tell our friends about our timeout sponsors this year, and that's U-Ride. U-Ride gives you that hometown feel by providing personalized appointments to accommodate your busy schedule and remaining committed to you even after the sale. Contact Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment. U-Ride supports all of our Caldwell County Tigers and Lady Tigers. Again, that was a lob underneath that was too high for Wilson. We got the call that it went off of the fingertips of Mekalek, and I think nobody stunned more when they turned around and see the call than Mekalek.
Well, it supposedly went off the fingertips of Mekalek. We're not sure. We're still waiting on the official review on that one, but I think we'll take it. We can get it. I think, I know Bob feels like we're on the short end of most calls every night, so a shout out to Bob Hayes there. We got one. I think it was because Bob took the night off tonight. So
yeah, it's Bob did a lot of games with me over the years, but he had a great retirement speech back during football. I don't know if you heard it, but one of the better ones that I've ever heard, and signed off with one of the old broadcasters from a baseball game that he used to listen to on Cardinal radios. Sure do miss Bob, but in this season on boys action all season long with us here on WPKY is Ken Parker, so having a good time tonight.
I would love to get a nice timely lob here to Jay Darius on this inbounds play.
Instead, it comes out just outside the lane. Jay Darius still with a nice 10-foot fadeaway from the left side of the lane.
That's a tough shot.
That's the touch that he grew into last year.
Yes.
He didn't have that at the start of the season last year, but this kid showed more development, I think, in one season than any player I think we've ever seen.
I agree. If he can make that shot, he'll be hard to handle. Probably not. That was a pretty smart foul there by Colin. That would have been 2 points, I believe, there.
Yeah, Colin went for the steal out front, but went ahead and committed the foul. It's side out for Webster County with 2:44 left to go in the ball game. 2-point lead by the Trojans.
It's going to come down to the wire.
Garrard wanting to drive over to Mekalek. Mekalek back to Garrard, back to Mekalek. They'll work it around Scott. Scott, a very quick player for Webster County. Gets by with Cam Wilson, goes to the hole. No good. That one altered a little bit by the height of Jay Darius underneath. And it's Caldwell County basketball. A three on the way is good. Colin Whittington with the first three of the night gives Caldwell County back a 1-point lead. Three on the way on the other end, no good. Wilson with the grab on the rebound. That three brought to you by Little Caesars Pizza. Get game day ready this season at Little Caesars with a 6:49 hot and ready. That one brought the Crazies to their feet, gives Caldwell County a lead, but the Tigers turn it over.
Oh, that was a big turnover. Carter drove and went to kick it out to Jay Darius, and he wasn't ready for it. He thought Carter was going to shoot the ball. Well, I wish we could have ran some clock there, Dennis. That would have been nice to just pull that ball out and run a little clock.
30-second timeout by Webster County with 1:45 to play. Tigers by 1. Back after this.
Fortner Gas Company has been serving the propane needs of Western Kentucky for 70 years. You'll find offices in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website to discover the many services and products available. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they're already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If they're not, they would love to be. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Back to the cab as we are in a tight one here down to the wire. 1:45 left to play. Tigers lead Webster County 54-53. It's Trojan basketball at midcourt. They'll get it into the hands of Garrard. Caldwell County's going to stay in that man-to-man pressure.
2 picks from Mikulek.
Underneath it goes to Orcutt. Orcutt not going to try to put that one up over Jay Darius. Back
nice
out front
job.
it goes to Garrard. And Garrard blocked on the drive. Caldwell County with the basketball and a 1-point lead. No need to get in a rush here. Coach Mitchell wanting the Tigers to spread it out. They try to feed it underneath to Jay Darius, and he's fouled from behind.
Not quite in the bonus yet.
Tiger basketball underneath. 1:19 left to play. Tigers got to hold the ball unless you get a good bunny shot by Jay Darius or D-man underneath, I think, at this point.
Yeah,
Scott back in.
Commit them to making a foul or making a play on us. Control the basketball, make smart passes.
Colin Whittington gets it to Thompson. Thompson takes it out to the top of the key, hands it off to his point guard, Carter Whittington. Whittington drives, and he's pushed from behind by Garrard.
Webster fans want to travel, but I believe he traveled because he was pushed.
Caldwell County basketball underneath. Carter Whittington to put it in play. Into D-man Thompson, up off the glass and in. Thompson wedged around, got great position on his defender, wide open underneath. And it's a 3-point Tiger lead with 1 minute to play. Mekalek, hand off to Austin. Austin dump underneath to Orcutt. Orcutt up and in with the bucket. That was a nicely run play by Webster County. You got to give credit where credit's due.
They pulled Jay Darius out of that block, and the kid finished the basket. Nice play by Webster.
Backcourt pressure by the Trojans. Caldwell County gets it across the timeline. Whittington has it go off his hand.
They're going to call a jump ball.
And a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to stay with Caldwell County. That one almost got away from us. 35 seconds left on the clock. 56-55 Tigers. And there's some question, I think, about the possession arrow. They're calling the officials to the desk. I think the last time they went to the possession arrow, it was Caldwell County basketball too, so maybe it did not get pushed. I really can't remember exactly, but the Webster County coach is making the same argument, I think, Ken, that the last time that the possession arrow was in play, it went to the Tigers. But they also have a Webster County representative at the scorer's table. It's going to stay Caldwell County basketball. Tigers put it in play at half court. It's tipped away. Mekalek tips the inbounds pass. Goes underneath. Shot is blocked.
He called that from out here. That was not a foul.
No, the baseline official standing literally 3 feet away from J. Darius Wilson, but the outside official calls the foul on number 24, sending Jarvis Stark-Scott to the line for Webster County.
I mean, they haven't called that all night. And at that point, they make that call at the key moment of the game, 27 seconds to go. That's a nice timeout by Chuck. You know, that guy's got to think about that next free throw now, so that's a good timeout by Chuck.
I think Scott's missed his last couple or maybe three. Misses the first on that one, so out of the timeout, we will keep it right here for right now, John. Out of the timeout, it'll be one more shot for Stark-Scott. Timeout's brought to you by U-Ride. U-Ride gives you that hometown feel by providing personalized appointments to accommodate your busy schedule, and they remain committed to you even after the sale. Contact our buddies Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment at U-Ride.
Key here is get a body on these guys, no offensive rebounds. If the kid misses it, get the rebound and take the foul if you have to. Because we're in the bonus now. We're shooting 1-1 the rest of the way.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is commit a foul or let Webster get the rebound on it. This one rattles out. Webster was standing on the baseline with the rebound. They didn't call him out of bounds. Kicks it back into Austin, who converts the short jumper, and it's Webster County by one. The pass deflected. And it was.
Who made that shot?
That was Austin, number 2. It's going to be Caldwell County basketball side out. The official from the near side actually saw the deflection.
Once again, Dennis, we did not box out on that free throw.
Bad pass on the inbounds play. Somebody's got to get closer to come in for that basketball. Foul by Carter Whittington. Just about had to at that point, 14.9 seconds. And that's going to send Scott back to the line. If we foul anybody, that's probably the kid we want to foul at this point.
Yeah, he's missed a couple here.
But you've got to block out, like you said. The worst thing that should have happened on that last one is if he made it and we're tied. He converts this one on the first one, 58-56. Still shouldn't be any more than just a one-possession game when Caldwell County gets the ball back, even if he makes this one. He just can't give up that rebound and put back. Second free throw is good. Full timeout called by Coach Mitchell with 15 seconds left to play in this one. Webster by 3, back in 30 seconds.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Back to the cab as we come down to the wire. Caldwell County trails Webster County 59-56, 14.9 seconds left to play in this one. It'll be Caldwell County basketball when they come out of the timeout. And again, it's been just a matter of some sloppy turnovers here at the last, really costing Caldwell County, and has got the guys behind by 3 at this point.
Yeah, you know, that inbound play, we've got to bring somebody a little closer to that man getting the ball in. It's hard to make a cross-court pass with the kind of defense Webster's playing on us. You know, and again, on the free throw, I mean, we're up 1. Kid missed a free throw, 27 seconds to go, and we just get a little bit lax on our boxing out there. And, you know, again, I think some simple things to clean up here, but hopefully we can get us a 3 here or get us a quick 2 and get the ball in.
And it comes this time to Wilson, gets it back to Carter Whittington, who has it back tapped tonight. And I don't know how many times Webster County has accomplished that with the back tap on Caldwell County to knock it loose, but they do it again here. And Whittington has no choice but to foul, and not really the kid you want to the line. And Mechalek, 10.5 to play. But Ken, if Mechalek makes one of these 2 free throws, it's pretty much all but over. Third foul on Carter Whittington. Mechalek misses the first. 59-56. Mechalek, the leading scorer tonight by far for Webster County at the line. Second one up, off the rim, no good. Colin Whittington with the rebound. Whittington looking to get it down court. Over to D-Man Thompson for 3. It's good! Webster County with a heave at the buzzer. Off the back of the rim. No good. D-Man clutch with 2 seconds on the clock. D-Man drains it from 3 and ties this one up at 59. What do you say we have a little extra basketball the first night of the season? It's overtime. And I don't know what's going to happen in overtime, Kim, but right now we're going to give the clutch play of the game. That's got to win it on opening night. 2 seconds on the clock. Clutch play of the game goes to D-Man Thompson. Clutch play of the game brought to you by Coleman Auto Parts, your hometown Napa Auto Parts dealer. They have tools, equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, golf cart, and farm. Stop by and see Charles Quinn Coleman and staff at Coleman Auto Parts in Princeton. Napa know-how at its best.
Looks like a little free basketball tonight.
And if anybody makes a bigger clutch play, we'll change that in the overtime. But my goodness, what a shot from that, just on that left wing. Just over 2 seconds, maybe 2-4, somewhere in that neighborhood. D-Man Thompson with an open look and drains the Little Caesars Pizza 3-pointer to send this one into overtime. Now it's time to take care of the basketball and convert these shots that Caldwell County has had basically all night. Ken, they've had looks from inside of 10 feet the vast majority of this game. It's ironic that a 3 ends up tying it for them.
All we needed was one of them to go.
And, man, what a great time to go. 59-59 as we go into overtime. It's J. Darius Wilson to jump against Orcutt. Orcutt with a quick leap.
J. Darius wasn't even looking.
Orcutt gets the ball to Webster County to open the overtime. Garrard to Scott on the right wing. Scott looks it over, guarded by Cam Wilson. Back to Garrard. Garrard handoff to Mechalek. There's the switch you were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Colin Whittington drops Mechalek off to Carter. Stops him at the free throw line. Webster County will have to start the offense all over again. Garrard into the lane and travels. I think it shocked him that he was so wide open from 12 feet that he didn't know what to do with the basketball.
Yeah, he drug his pivot foot.
Scott just waiting to make that run and tap the ball away for Webster County on the inbounds pass. Got the steal. Tie up underneath. Possession arrow stays with Caldwell County. Scott was just waiting on that one. This time, though, it's Cam Wilson coming back to take the inbounds pass. Up it goes to J. Darius. J. Darius is going to try a 3 off the side of the rim.
That's probably not the shot we want there.
Not in this situation. I'm with you there on that one, Ken. Drive that ball in, see what you can do inside. Shot by Webster, no good. Wilson strong on the board. Hands it off to D-Man Thompson. Thompson takes it all the way up and in. But they're going to wave it off with a charge. And a good call. I think
he was set.
Kid was set.
That's a good call. I mean, Caldwell doesn't like it, but that was a good call. Kid had position.
Yeah, he knew that D-Man with that steam was not going to pull up for a jumper. He was coming to the hole. Got his position, and it's a turnover, Caldwell County. 2:53 left to play in overtime. Mechalek Good job by Caldwell County off the switch. Mekalek slips, loses control of the basketball, picked up by Austin. Austin looked like he kicked it over to Mekalek, who drains a corner three. Ties the net up, so they'll get that untied. 62-59, first points of the overtime go to Webster County on the three by Mekalek, who's having a monster night for Webster County.
Just fifth three of the night.
In it comes to D-Man Thompson. Thompson tied up on the sideline. Possession arrow over to Webster County. Thompson.
Last thing you want to do there, Dennis, is dribble into a trap on that little press they're running. Just catch the ball and then get rid of it.
Catch the ball, get it high, and get the pass
keep
off.
It up, and then when you start putting the ball on the floor like that, that allows them to get to you a little bit.
Webster's Garrard out front. A reach-in foul is going to be called on Whittington. And Ken will learn more about this new free throw rule, but I'm assuming that the fourth quarter carries over into the overtime as far as fouls go. It's free throws after the fifth foul, and that's Caldwell County's fifth foul. Garrard makes the first. So the Tigers will have to come from behind once again. Garrard's second shot is up and gets a friendly roll and drops. 64-59. 5 overtime points for Webster County. Ball loose on the floor. Thompson has it straight to the hole. It goes up and in. D-Man Thompson untouched all the way to the bucket. 64-61. Still 2:14 left to play in the first overtime. Garrard guarded by Colin Whittington. Garrard this time goes left side to Mekalek off a screen. Back to Garrard. Garrard with a little push off at the line, not called. Gets it back at half court to Scott. Scott drives, runner, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Cam Wilson up with it. Got to watch for those back tips that Webster County has done all night. Hands it off to Carter Whittington. Whittington drives off the glass, up and in. Tough shot. Whittington on the floor still. Maybe a cramp holding that leg. They're going to stop play, check on the injured player, and that is Carter Whittington, whose bucket pulls Caldwell County within one. But Ken, I think that's a cramp the way that he went down and started holding that thigh.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a little cramping going on.
Still a minute and a half to play in the overtime. I mean, you get in condition since October 15th or thereabouts when they start practicing, but this is a game that's taken a lot out of the players, and to go into overtime on the first game, they are treating him for a cramp.
You're never simulating a game situation in practice. Even though you try, you can get after it. It's not the same as you're in a game situation. So
Luke Parker is going to check in for Caldwell County after they get Carter taken care of back on the baseline. We're going to bring a little Gatorade and water out there.
And once those cramps start, they don't stop, Dennis. You're pretty much going to have them the rest of the night.
Coach Mitchell talking to his players. Caldwell County trying to battle out of another hole. Webster had a 5-point lead here in the overtime, led by as many. I think Webster's biggest lead tonight was 10. Caldwell County led by 9 at one point, but runs by both squads kept tightening this thing back up, and it was D-Man Thompson's clutch three with 2 seconds left in regulation to send it into overtime. And now Caldwell County trying to dig out of that hole. One thing I think they're doing much better of late in the second half and into this overtime is knowing where the Mekalek kid is for Webster County.
Yeah, we've held him pretty good in the second half, particularly the fourth quarter. But, he made the big three over there earlier. We just got to make sure we help out on him because he's a nice player.
Austin into the backcourt with the entry pass. Gets it back down top of the key, guarded by D-Man Thompson. Over to Scott. Scott, one of those sneaky, quick players, and that's who Caldwell County wants to foul. I think that's Coach Mitchell instructed that during the timeout because Cam Wilson came out and just put the push foul on Jarvis Stark Scott. That'll put Scott at the line. 1:19 left in the first overtime. Free throw up and no good. Now Coach Mitchell imploring his players to block out on this free throw.
Jay Darius, he's pushed this Michelet kid back to us.
Second free throw is good. 2-point ball game with 1:19 to go. Full court press by Webster County, broken by Caldwell. Cam Wilson misses the short jumper off the glass, and it's Webster County with the rebound. Austin over to Scott. Scott drives, dump off to Michalek, over to Austin again. Colin Whittington went for the steal, didn't get it. Webster County is going to run a little bit of clock here. They'll probably try to keep it in the hands of anybody other than Scott. Caldwell County comes in and fouls with 42 seconds left, and they'll send Garrard to the line. Luke Garrard, another senior on this Webster County squad. Third foul on Colin Whittington. First free throw by Garrard. Hits the front of the rim and climbs over. Luke Parker back to the bench, and Carter Whittington back in after getting that cramp cleared up. 66-63. Second free throw is good. 2-possession ball game with 42 seconds left to play. Jadarius Wilson with a pass behind D-Man Thompson, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, Caldwell County. There's been times tonight the young Tigers have been their own worst enemy with some of these turnovers at just inopportune times. Austin fouled on the play by the Tigers. That will send Micah Austin to the free throw line, a junior for the Trojans. Third foul on D-Man Thompson. Austin toes the line. Free throw up and no good. 30.1 seconds left in this overtime. Cam Scott out, and Ryan Hammett in for Caldwell County. Wilson and Thompson on the low blocks for the Tigers. Second free throw, good. Back to a 5-point margin. Tigers quickly back up the court. Open for a three was Whittington. Whittington instead drives baseline, hands it off to Wilson. Wilson misses the inbound or in close shot, gets it right back and dunks it. Quick timeout called by Coach Chuck Mitchell, and John, we'll keep it right here if we're looking good. 15.3 seconds left. That basket by Jay Darius pulls Caldwell back to within 3 with only 15 seconds. Ken, do you see if you can make a steal on the inbounds pass and then go ahead and foul, or do you see how you play defense for a second, see if you can come up with a steal?
You got to foul. We only have 15 seconds, down 3. I mean, you got to foul them, put them on the line, try to get number one back on the line again.
Absolutely.
And try to keep Michalek off the ball if you can, but you're gonna have to foul quickly.
A steal here would be big if Caldwell County could pull it off. Right now, just a one-possession ball game. It's a game that, win or lose, I'm sure Coach Mitchell will find some things that the Tigers are going to work on in practice this coming week before their next game. But you got the easy things, I guess. We don't have to make it a hard thing to think about what they're going to work on. They're going to work on blocking out. They're going to work on these short shots underneath with maybe some better angles and just some of the simple stuff that's really got Caldwell County in the hole they're in right now, even though they played very hard tonight.
Well, two evenly matched teams. The score reflects that. Two teams both that are going to win quite a few games this year, I think.
Jay Darius will guard the inbounds at 6'6". Michalek looking for somebody to get it into.
But there he is. Foul him.
Got him trapped in the corner. Foul him now. And a timeout called by the Webster County bench as the 5-second call had to be close. You had, 15-4 down to 11-2. He was inside of a second from being called for a 5-second count. 30-second U-Ride timeout called on the floor by Webster County. And they're going to have this ball to inbound at a pretty awkward position. They're going to be right in the corner when they try to put this ball in. And that's going to be a pretty good angle for Jay Darius at 6'6" to try to guard that inbounds pass with him not being able to run the baseline with the basketball either.
It's nice to have a guy like that on your inbounds play. I'm sure that Rick Pitino wished he'd had Jay Darius in that game against Duke to put on that guy throwing the ball inbounds.
Absolutely there. Oh,
that's still a sore subject.
Yeah.
So number one will come off a pick here. There you go.
Goes over to Scott, and Scott fouled in the backcourt. Caldwell in a very similar position. It's almost like Yogi says deja vu all over again. Caldwell down by 3 with 10.4 seconds left, basically where they were 10 seconds left in regulation.
We just need D-Man to get hot again.
Free throw up and no good. Halfway there.
They're trying to give us life, Dennis. They're trying to give us life. We just got to take it.
Second free throw up and no good. Rebound by Colin Whittington. 8 seconds on the clock.
Get it, D-Man.
Wilson. Wilson with the 3, no good. D-Man tried to put that one back up and in. And the horn sounds. And that's going to do it as Webster County escapes in overtime with a 68-65 win over Caldwell County in a very hard-fought game. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll look back at this one on the Trilogy postgame report. That's next here on WPKY.
At Tracy's, they're ordering it your way. How would you like to have a vehicle built just for you? Little things are important, like rich colors, big screens and displays, almost like watching TV. Exteriors with beautiful style and powerful engines that respond to the lightest touch on the accelerator. It's time to get what you want. Order your new ride and feel the thrill when you drive off the lot. Trice Hughes in Princeton is the one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. For more information, visit tricehughes.com. That's tricehughes.com.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
Want faster, more reliable internet? Penny Ryle Electric is proud to help power EnergyNet Fiber internet service. Stream your favorite shows, game with unlimited data, work from home, or power your home security with a reliable EnergyNet connection. EnergyNet has gig-speed fiber internet packages starting at just $59.95 per month. And we offer local support. Check GoEnergyNet.com to see if EnergyNet Fiber internet is available in your home.
This is Alan Watts with Your Ag Edge, inviting you to join me Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. for the WPKY Morning Ag Report. We check in daily with Caldwell County Agriculture Extension Agent Shane Bogle. Get the latest from fellow farm broadcaster Max Armstrong. Take a look at the latest livestock market reports. Hear the latest edition of Traveling to Bluegrass and check the opening grain market with Hopkins Elevator's Ben Westerfield. That's the Morning Ag Report from Your Ag Edge Network on 103.3 FM and 1580 AM WPKY.
Welcome back to the Cab, where Caldwell County drops their home opener tonight, 68-65 to Webster County in overtime. Time now to get underway on the Trilogy post-game report. Looking for an affordable and convenient gym membership for just $34.99 a month plus tax. Trilogy provides 24/7 access to a top-notch facility, state-of-the-art equipment, and experienced coaches to help you reach your fitness goals. Cheering on the Tigers, Trilogy wishes you the best of luck this season. Get in the game and feel great at Trilogy. Dennis Stevens and Ken Parker here on the Trilogy post-game report. Caldwell County led by as many as 9 in the first half. It was a 15-5 run by Webster County to close out the first half and go to the half with a 1-point lead. At the end of regulation, it was D-Man Thompson with a huge 3 with just about 2 seconds left in the ball game to tie it up, send it into overtime. But it was Webster County in the overtime pulling away in this one, 68-65. Time now for tonight's stats of the ball game, brought to you by Ackridge Farm Supply, Ace Hardware, a fourth-generation family business. Ackridge has been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since 1933. They have stores in Eddyville and Fredonia to help you with all of your needs, and they wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers good luck this season. From Ackridge Farm Supply, and for the stats here for the ball game here on WPKY Princeton, it's Ken Parker.
Yeah, Webster County with 68 points, led by Evan Mikulek with 31 points. 5 for 6 from three-point line. He was hard to guard tonight, had a great game. He was pretty much their leader in every category. Jarvis Stark-Scott had 14 points. Michael Austin had 5 points. Reed McDyer with 2. Trace Hardison with 2. Luke Guerrero with 2. And Orcutt with 7 points for a total of 68 points. For the Caldwell County Tigers, they were led by Jadarius Wilson with 22 points. Demarius Thompson had 16 points. Colin Whittington with 10. Carter Whittington with 13. Luke Parker and Jack Roach both with 2 points each, respectively, for a total of 65 points for the Caldwell Tigers.
So it's a pretty even scoring by the Tigers. Was that 4 players in double figures for Caldwell County? Did I hear that right?
4 players in double figures. Carter, Colin, D-Man, and Jay Darius all had double figures tonight, which is what we expect out of this team.
Right.
You know, those are our 4 returning starters and 4 of our key cogs on this team. Again, you know, a game that was close. I mean, we could have went either way. We had 2 evenly matched teams out there, 2 really good leaders in Jay Darius and then the Mikulek kid. They both went back and forth a little bit. And just came down to a few key plays there. You know, that we were up 1, had 27 seconds to go, and we just didn't box out on the free throw. And they got the offensive rebound, put it back, and then they went up 1. And again, I think, you know, these are all things that we know that we can correct as a team. You learn a lot in everything, but when you have a close game like that, 2 evenly matched teams, it really can show you where your deficits are as a team. And our deficits are very correctable.
Absolutely.
You know, simple things, you know, boxing out, you know, just maybe just taking a little bit more time on offense, not rushing our shots a little bit. But overall, I thought the Tigers played great. I mean, we showed resiliency. We came back. We were down, you know, down 3. D-Man comes back, hits a big shot. I mean, you know, tie the game, give us a chance to win in overtime. We just came up a little short.
I think there are a lot more positives than negatives tonight for Coach Mitchell in his first night coaching the young men tonight, and looking at a season that he's going to play some tough opponents. Coach Mitchell, he's told us before, if you've got a basketball in a gym, he'll play you. So he's going to play some tough competition along the way this season. Webster County came in here. They returned a lot of players. They were an upper-class laden squad as well, and they played a pretty nice game themselves. It was a game of a couple of runs that played big time in the first half and also in the second half as Caldwell County got down by 10 at one point in the second half, but quickly battled back. You're talking a matter of a couple of minutes. The Tigers were right back in it within 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a momentum game for us. You know, a couple of steals, a couple of fast break points. You know, you look at the Mikulek kid. I mean, he's not physically imposing. He's not even 6 foot tall.
Right.
If you saw him on the street, you would think, you know, this kid just another guy. But I tell you, man, you watch him with the ball in his hand. He's a nice ball player. The first time I've already seen him play before. I guess I may have seen him. I just haven't really seen him at this capacity before. But he's a very nice player. And obviously, you know, the next time we see them, we'll be a little more familiar with him, I'm sure. But, yeah, I mean, we had our runs. We played well. And, you know, Jay Darius, you know, getting the ball to him inside. If we can get some good entry passes and set him up, he's going to be hard to handle. Carter and Colin both played well. Had some nice minutes from the Wilson kid on the bench, off the bench. He came in and gave him some good minutes. So, yeah, overall, I think Chuck should be pretty satisfied with this game. I mean, you're never satisfied with a loss, but it's early. We still got some kinks to work out. We've only had, you know, a couple of weeks here with the football guys in play. So
yeah, that's a good point. Well, let's give an award out here, Ken, while we wait on Coach Mitchell to see if he's going to make it up with us tonight. The Eye of the Tiger Award brought to you by Parker Eye Care. Parker Eye Care's Eye on the Tiger Award tonight. I say we give it to Jadarius Wilson for his play tonight. And we talked about it in the pregame. This is a kid that Caldwell County is going to go pretty much as Jadarius goes for the majority of the season. There's going to be games where Carter has a big night or Colin has a big night. Somebody else comes up with some big scoring. But by and large, this kid's going to have a good game for us to be in a game. So we'll give it to him tonight. Parker Eye Care strives to be their best to help you see your best. Parker Eye Care, Lakota Drive. And Katie's, your vision, our focus.
Yeah, Jay Darius had a great game, and he's well-deserving, and I'm sure that's not the last award he'll get this year from us for sure.
And, Ken, we're going to be joined now by Coach Mitchell and one of his players. We have D-Man Thompson joining us along with Coach Mitchell. And, Coach, I'm going to start with you. A good game tonight, good hard-fought game. Came up a little bit short in overtime. But I loved a lot of things about this team. I loved their defense. I love how they got up and down the court. We got to convert some more of the shorter shots at times, but I love the effort and the defensive intensity out of this squad.
Yeah, they do that in practice every day. And, we got 9, 10, 11 kids that can play. This was a guard-oriented team we was playing, so we had to have some guards out there. Take some of those turnovers away. It's definitely a different game. We had a good scout on them. I thought we was going to be there. We made 2 or 3 really good comebacks, and for a team like this who didn't believe in themselves a little bit coming into this game, I think they believe now.
Coach, you came in. This is your first year going over to the men's side of the program here at Caldwell County. You've, I'm sure, worked on getting out of their minds a 6-22 season last season and make it just a whole different outlook this season. What's some of the processes you've gone through early season practices, getting ready for tonight's game?
Giving the boys a lot of freedom on the court, knowing when to go to the basket. If I call a set or something, they're OB, and they see something different, they got the freedom to holler at me, and we do it. They know they're in control of the game. They're playing, I'm not. I'm watching. So that with the help of the coaches and these seniors, I'm telling you what, we got about 6 juniors. I'm telling you what, we're deep, and it could be really good for this team.
You guys spread the scoring around tonight, 4 players in double figures.
Yeah, and that's what you got to have. We talked about that last year when I was on the girls' side. If you get some even scoring up and down the roster, you're going to be successful. I think this team was a little surprised when we come in. Webster County, they're a really good team. We had a really good scout on them, by the way, but they're a really good team and well coached. This is his first year as the head coach here there with Webster. So, both of us coming in new to the head coaching as far as the boys. I thought it was a really good battle. Officials did a pretty good job. I can't complain about that. You always want to get that extra call. But, I told the guys in the locker room just now, I'm not mad at anybody.
Right.
As long as you play hard and the effort's there, we're good to go.
Coach, I'm going to talk to a D-man, but you keep the headphones on here just a second. D-man, I'm going to go straight to the big play, the clutch play of the game. You came down just a fraction over 2 seconds left on the clock, and you put up a 3. Your thoughts on the shot?
I felt it go in. I just felt it in my hands. I was calling for it at first, and I didn't know if he seen me. As soon as he hit me, I shot it. It felt good.
And it was on the mark the whole way.
Yes,
D-Man, talk to us a little bit about the mindset of this team coming in this season. You had a tough season last year at 6-22 and missed the region. It's time to erase all of that. You come in with some high expectations and played with a lot of intensity tonight. Tell us how this team's buying into Coach Mitchell's philosophy as far as you getting up and down the court and putting that defensive pressure on people.
Yes, sir. One thing I know we will get way better at is our defense. Our defense is that's one thing that we want to be 100% every game. Even if our offense is bad, we know our defense is going to be 100%. So then we should win the game because our offense wasn't very good last year, and we had turnovers, a lot of turnovers, and I know that our defense with Coach Mitchell, he's getting in practice. We're playing just straight defense or playing against each other, and that helps us on our defense. So that helps us win games. That'll help us win more games this year than last year is our defense.
Yeah, it looked good tonight. Coach, I'm going to ask you one question about the defensive end of it. We saw Caldwell County really a tight man-to-man everywhere, except Jay Darius kind of sloughing off in the lane a lot. Is that something just for Webster County, or is that something you like to put in on most
we saw
people?
A little something. We knew that number 15 was a really good inside player, but, we kept Jay in the middle, and we was going to make him hit a 3 or 2 before we went out and guard him. We could protect the basket, and It worked. It worked for the most part. I think he didn't hit no threes, and he got a few down underneath when we went over to help. But I'll take that all day long.
Well, guys, congratulations to both of you. I know you don't do that on the loss very much, but I was really impressed with the product on the floor tonight, Coach.
Yes,
Thank you.
I know you've got a lot of work still to do with them to get them to buy in, but I liked what I'm seeing so far. It's going to be a fun season for you guys.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a blast.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming up tonight.
Thank you.
That's D-Man Thompson and Coach Chuck Mitchell here on the Trilogy post-game report. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and wrap this one up and let you know about the Lady Tigers starting their season off with us on the radio coming up on Friday night. We'll be back with that after this.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their number one goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Caldwell Medical Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care. Our team of medical professionals can diagnose and treat a wide range of orthopedic care and get you back on the path to a happier, healthier you. Whether you need basic fracture care or osteoporosis management, a sports physical, or back pain treatment, we've got you covered. To learn more or to schedule an appointment with an orthopedic provider, visit caldwellmedical.com.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athlete. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com. Academics, athletics, and achievements. The Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com.
Welcome back to the Trilogy post-game report. Caldwell County drops their season opener 68-65 to Webster County in overtime in a very tight ball game throughout. Biggest lead of the night, 10 for Webster County, 9 for Caldwell County, so a pretty evenly matched game here tonight, Ken. I liked what I saw from the Tigers.
I thought it was a great game. It was a very entertaining game to watch. Both teams played with incredible intensity. And again, you know, we came up on the short end of it, but I tell you, there's a lot to like about this basketball team. You know, just the core four guys we've got, and then we are deep. Got a lot of players coming off the bench that can play and give meaningful minutes. Mm-hmm. And so I think this is going to be a fun team to watch this year. I hope that the community will continue to come out and support them. But I saw a lot of things that was nice out there. And Coach Mitchell, you know, he brings intensity.
Oh, he does.
You know, the kids are really aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. And played a good team tonight and played them well. You know, last year that would have been a lot different game last year.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think we can throw that 6-22 out from last year. This is a whole different kind of team with a whole different mentality, and I'm seeing a lot more wins than 6 coming up for these guys this year. They will be back in action on Thursday night at Fort Campbell, taking on the Falcons. We will be on the air next on Friday night as the Lady Tigers make their home opener against the Bravettes of Union County. So that's going to be a good one. We'll be on the air at 7 o'clock with the pregame show. And then that's the debut for us of Coach Melissa Thomas. She's going to make her analyst debut with us here. Actually filled in for Bob Hayes last year when Bob had COVID one weekend and did a great job. So she's going to be on the girls' side with us for 21 games this season. Ken, your last thoughts here tonight on your first time around with us?
Well, I'm just learning. I'm just following your lead and, you know, following the pro here.
It's been fun tonight. And what a game to start out on going into overtime.
It's just exciting. You know, I really enjoy basketball. I played basketball in high school, and it's just a lot of fun to come here and just talk basketball. And that's kind of what we do. We just talk a little basketball for better or for worse. And I'm just glad you guys had me. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for coming in this season to do the boys' games with us. We're looking forward to a big schedule for both the boys and the girls this season. Again, the final here tonight, it was Webster County 68, Caldwell County 65 in overtime for Camden McGregor and Alex Smith on controls. John Miller in the truck. Ken Parker here at my side. I'm Dennis Stevens. Thank you for listening. We will see you on Friday night at 7 o'clock as the Lady Tigers take on the Bravettes of Union County on WPKY.
different world. You like to laugh at me when I look at other girls. Sometimes you're crazy, then you wonder why. I'm such a baby 'cause the dolphins make me cry. But there's nothing I can do. I've been looking for